hey, I've already done a recording of this and it was a bit all over the place. I also had a nosebleed, so I'm redoing this. You've probably seen the title, whatever. I don't know what I'm titling this, but this is unscripted. There is nothing. This is just going off my brain. And I've been debating and making this for a couple days. By that I mean I was always going to make it. It's just I left it a little bit longer because my emotions got the better of me for a little while. If you don't know what I'm on about, then you've probably if you go on Sonic Twitter over the last couple of days, you'll know what I'm on about. I'm not going to share any clips. I'm not going to even mention the person because I don't want people. I just want to send my message out there, right? I'm not going to target anybody. I just want to say my piece. Because I do think people can change. Even though this was a bit like a rough one, especially when, you're around people, especially your own community who believe what you're saying, are also trying to push that message back to that creator of stuff I'll get into in a minute. It's difficult, but I do feel like people can change with the right tools and stuff. And it's also down to if the person wants to allow that change to happen, which in this case, I'm not too sure, but I'm holding out a smidgen of hope, right? So I'm not going to send anybody that way. If you know, right? I just wanted to make this because I hate the fact that this particular person, even though it was, coated in many different words of like, I don't hate you at near the end of that video. I don't hate you. It's just hateful and it's putting people down. That's something that I cannot stand for. And especially towards a part of this Sonic community that is amazing, beautiful, bright, and there's so many fantastic people from the LGBTQ community who are part of the series. IDW artists and writers and people in the community just making amazing things from, fan games to art, music, whatever. Just even spreading their own opinions on the games is great. And this particular person coming in and saying all this horrible stuff and trying to pass it off as factual at points is quite frankly horrible and something that will do no good in the community. And I just don't understand, because the thing I don't understand is that she was painting herself as a victim. Like, oh, people will come after me. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, your takes are horrible. Gonna be honest. And besides all the stuff, let's say you don't know anything about it. At the end of the day, some of the things you were saying, like, I'm not going to say their different name or whatever, that's just you being a prick at the end of the day. You should just have the common courtesy to be nice to somebody. If somebody came up to you and said, hey, I'd like to be called like this, you just agree. It's not down to you to be like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. That you're just not a nice person or a good person at that point. Even if you don't agree with it, which is a whole other can of beans. But just the way that whole video was done and said was chilling, and the amount of people that were supportive of that, it's pretty freaky and scary. Because again, I'm not a part of the LGBTQ community, but I support people who are. But I can't imagine how hearing all of that must have made a lot of people feel, especially in the Sonic community, right? Because there's so many of those amazing people. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, I know everything or a lot about it. I'm trying to learn. I'm a very slow learner. But, thanks to being friends with a couple of people in that community and just, being around other people in the Sonic community as well, I've learned quite a lot. And I'm still trying to learn. And if there are people out there watching this who don't know much, then do that as well. Try and learn more about this, because we've got so many amazing people in the Sonic community who are part of the LGBTQ community who are unfortunately being stepped on, being pushed down, being made fun of. And for what? Because they are happy in the way that they are now compared to the way they used to be. Like, that's I don't see anything that is negative about this. And sure, don't get me wrong, there's negative people part of that community out there. But guess what? There's negative guys, there's negative women as well. It happens. That doesn't mean we should fully push away a community and write it off as all terrible. I don't get that whatsoever. From my experience and just seeing, you know, all these different people in the gaming sphere, not just the Sonic community, it seems like a lovely little community. And, you know, I think it's kind of ridiculous, even as Sonic fans, right? Where we have been pushed down and made fun of for years and years and years for liking this video game franchise. The fact that people who have been through that and been bullied about it are doing the exact same thing to people in the LGBTQ community, which is worse, don't get me wrong. Doing that is worse than us getting bullied over a fictional video game character. But the fact, you see what I'm saying? The fact that they're doing that while also having experienced heavily bullying, it's ridiculous, dumb, stupid. And if you are watching this and you're doing that, just stop it. Because what are you gaining out of it? You just being a dick to people? Then, wow, congrats. You're gonna have so many friends when you're older. There's so many people going to stick around you. This community is, I love it so much because it is inclusive and it's fantastic. I love seeing the outburst of, you know, people going against this particular streamer, because usually I'm not a fan of that, but it just shows this time around that what we are like as a community online for the most part, where, you know, especially the content creator side, where everybody's tightly close by. Even if, say, I don't know somebody, I can guarantee for the most part we'll be aligned in terms of keep bringing people together and having some fun no matter who you are, kind of thing. And it's so nice to see everybody come together and be like, no, we are inclusive, it's you that needs to leave and go away. And the fact, that's not even on the fact that she's also very racist as well, extremely. Like some of the clips I've seen, I thought there was one clip, no, there's been more. And just I doubt you would watch this because it's, you know, it's negative talking about you. But if you happen to come across this, just take some time off the internet and just learn from your mistakes. Because, you know, as much as everybody's like, oh, you know, rightfully angry, you can still decide to change and learn and read a book about this kind of stuff. There's a lot of books out there. There's a lot of things out there. It's just crazy to me that you come into this community, one that is so supportive of it, and call Sega out for it being a marketing scheme and other content creators for just joining the bandwagon. How dare you, for one, and two, that just kind of shows you, along with a lot of the other things you've said, how misinformed and how much you just don't understand. Because some of the stuff that you were talking about, especially about mental health and that, really irked me. But yeah, just if there's a message to come out of this video, whatever this is, don't let people put you down. Don't allow it. I struggle with that, but you know, you are amazing. You are fantastic. You are. If you're worried that people won't like you in this community because of this, that's just not true. There's a lot of people. Most of this community is so warming in bringing people together, and you know, you're always welcome here. But there's so many other streamers out there and content creators who don't bat an eye, which I think is lovely. Like, there's no label on anybody. We all just are Sonic fans at the end of the day, and that's how I view things. Like, I don't care as long as you're a nice person, you respect other people, and we can have a laugh. Then what's the deal? You know, what's the deal? So, if anybody puts you down or anything, then just don't listen to them. They don't have a good life, clearly, because they are spending their time making fun of other people who are much more fortunate than they are and having a much happier life, because, you know, it's just the internet trolls is what it is. It sucks. But you'll get there and you'll be doing amazing things, way better than any of those other people, because you matter. matter a lot. And don't let anybody, like I said, tell you otherwise, because there are a lot of trolls and horrible people out there who I still don't understand would attack anybody over this kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, it doesn't affect them. I could literally rant on about this for ages, but keep being you, keep making what you're making. If you're making stuff, keep drawing, keep making music, keep making fan games, whatever. Just keep being you and live your life. That's all I can say. But I hope that particular person can learn from their mistakes, improve themselves. I don't know if they can, but hey, I would like to hold out hope a little bit. And I'm looking forward to chatting with all you guys about Sonic, the gaming sphere in general, and just having a fun time. The rest of the Sonic community, content creator wise, are probably all the exact same as well. So looking forward to sharing news with you guys as well. So yeah, sorry for bringing this up. I just felt like I kind of had to, because, you know, me being a content creator, I think it's good to share that this is a safe space and anybody's welcome here. Because we're all just Sonic fans at the end of the day. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. No, nothing more, nothing less. We're all just dumb fans. But yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope this whole thing can kind of die down now, because, well, I do hope it sucks that she's still got a platform, because, you know, bringing these kind of opinions through to other people is kind of scary, but it's nice that the rest of the community's like, nah, we aren't allowing this to happen, but we'll just see what happens from this point onwards. But I appreciate you all stopping by and listening, and if I helped anybody, then that makes this video well worth it, even if it's just one person. So hope you have a great rest of your day.